Welcome back to day 2 of our Cappadocia journey. We started the morning with an incredibly luxurious brunch, an entire spread of Turkish delicacies, fresh breads, cheeses, fruits, and warm dishes. After breakfast, our private guide and driver arrived, ready to take us through some of the most historic and breathtaking landscapes of the region. Today's plan was to explore two very historic and iconic places: Paşabağ Valley, also known as Monk's Valley, and later the legendary Zelve Open Air Museum. As soon as we arrived in Paşabağ, it felt like stepping into a dreamscape. Towering stone pillars rose around us like ancient guardians. The famous fairy chimneys of Cappadocia. These formations are so unique, so surreal, that you almost feel like you're walking through a natural sculpture park created by time itself. The landscape of Paşabağ was shaped over millions of years through dramatic volcanic activity and erosion. Millions of years ago, massive eruptions from the Mount Erciyes, Mount Hassan, and Mount Melendez blanketed this entire region with layers of volcanic ash known as tuff. Over time, harder layers of basalt settled on top of the softer rock. Wind, rain, and flowing water slowly carved the tuff away, leaving behind the tall pillars with mushroom shaped caps that we call fairy chimneys today. That's the apartment. Pasabag is especially famous for its multiple capped chimneys, a rare geological feature where one chimney can have two or even three stone hats. These shapes only form when the basalt layer is thick and strong enough to resist erosion, protecting the softer stone beneath it. Pashabag holds deep spiritual history as well. Isn't this amazing? During the early Christian period, monks and hermits sought this isolated valley for a life of meditation and solitude. The valley is closely associated with Saint Simeon, a 5th century monk who became known for living atop stone pillars in seclusion. Inspired by this tradition, hermits carved small cave rooms high inside the fairy chimneys here, accessible only by rope or ladders. These tiny stone cells became places of prayer, reflection, and escape from worldly life. For centuries, Paşabağ was both a spiritual retreat and a vineyard area. Its name, Paşabağ, even means the Pasha's vineyard. Walking through Paşabağ, you can still see the openings of hermit chambers carved high into the chimneys, along with window holes, small sanctuaries, and internal stairways carved into the rock. The chimneys vary in size and shape, some tall and slender, others broad and multi layered. Their natural curves, layers of sediment, and volcanic textures create incredibly detailed surfaces. Each formation looks unique, almost like a natural artwork sculpted by centuries of wind and weather. At the end of our Paşabağ tour, we ended the afternoon with the refreshing treat freshly squeezed pomegranate and orange juice from a local stall. It was the perfect way to cool down. After having our refreshment, we started making our way towards Zelve Open Air Museum. The walk is only about 1.5 kilometers, and conveniently the two areas are right next to each other.
Like this, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the one part belongs to Muslims, another one belongs to Christians. Until 1924, they used to live together.
Yeah.
Then that's the way it should be.
As we entered Zelve Valley, the atmosphere instantly changed. Unlike Paşabağ, where the fairy chimneys stand tall and individual, Zelve feels like an ancient world carved into the heart of the rock. This entire area was once a full cave village. Homes, churches, monasteries, tunnels, and communal spaces carved directly into the cliffs. It's one of Cappadocia's oldest and most fascinating cave settlements. Zelve dates back to the Byzantine era with its earliest settlements appearing between the 9th and 13th centuries. It started as a major monastic center even before Gorami became prominent. Monks lived, taught, and worshipped here, carving entire religious complexes into the soft volcanic stone. Over time, Zelve evolved into a fully functioning village where both Christian and Muslim communities lived together in harmony. The village remained inhabited until 1952, when erosion and rock collapses made the area unsafe, and the Turkish government relocated the residents to Yeni Zelve or New Zelve today. The entire valley has been preserved as an open air museum. Zelve is spread across three interconnected valleys, each filled with incredible rock cut structures. Walking through the site, you can see cave homes, storage rooms, natural archways, narrow tunnels, dovecotes, wine presses, and multi level cave apartments. Churches like Balikili still display simple yet historic carvings. Unlike Gorami, which is known for colorful frescoes, Zelve is more about the architecture of daily life, how people lived, cooked, stored food, raised animals, and practiced their faith, all within the stone. The sheer scale of the caves makes it easy to imagine an entire community thriving here centuries ago. We hiked all the way up to the higher sections of Zelve, exploring narrow pathways and cliffside views. At every turn, the landscape changed, from wide open valley floors to tight cave corridors and beautiful viewpoints. The higher we climbed, the more surreal it felt, almost like being transported to another planet. The sense of history here is powerful. You can almost feel the lives that once filled these caves. Hiking there is little tricky, so it was difficult to hold the camera.
तू खींच मेरी फोटो पिया.
The rock in Zelve is particularly soft and porous, which made it easy for ancient settlers to carve their homes and entire communal structures into the cliffs. However, this same softness also caused significant erosion over time. Natural arches have collapsed, cliff faces have shifted, and the valley has been reshaped by centuries of wind and rain. This constant natural transformation is part of what makes Zelve so dramatic and otherworldly. The landscape looks both ancient and alive.
चलो दिलदार चलो चांद के पार चलो हम भी तैयार चलो आओ खो जाए सितारों में कहीं चलो दिलदार चलो चांद के पार चलो हम हैं तैयार चलो